So I think the critical distinction here is that what you mostly read about or mostly write about perhaps are what we would think of as public cloud. So you hear about off-premises hosted capability. I go somewhere and get something done. And certainly we have examples of that. We've shown them where I'm doing this off-premises hosted, I'm doing development, or we've just introduced the capability to do modeling. I'm going to someone else's cloud and I'm making use of the services, and I'm either not paying for it or I'm paying for it in a different way. I'm paying by an hourly rate, but it's not on my premises, it's not within my firewall. I think the critical distinction is, okay, what use cases does that lead to? So doing development, doing business modeling, doing things you would be willing to allow outside of your environment. Make great stories, great examples of how customers are driving value from public clouds. What we've introduced before today is the concept of a private cloud. I want to take advantage of the same kind of ebb and flow and the same kind of overflow and the same kind of reuse of the servers, but I want to do it with inside my firewall, inside my four walls. I want to be able to use these servers for different purposes because typically you have to provision for peak. So I've got peak capacity here, peak capacity here, peak capacity here. Maybe they don't all peak at the same time. So I can stand up that environment within my firewall and be able to move the workload around depending on what I need in that moment. And so the capabilities of a private cloud allow a company now to distinguish what do I stand up as a test environment? What do I allow my developers to do? What different production applications do I want to run on that environment? They're doing it today with virtualization, which helps them. What we've announced today with Cloudburst Appliance is how do I quickly transition between what it was and what I need it to be right now. And this concept of being able to dispense images so that I can quickly bring up capacity and then just as quickly bring it down and bring up some other capacity allows people to take advantage of cloud technology inside their firewall.
Companies are looking for better economics. The appeal of any of these ideas, cloud or whatever you choose to call it, for business is will these capabilities provide me with lower cost of ownership, lower cost of computing? And I have the option today, given today's standards and communication bandwidth, to look to outside providers that can deliver different kinds of services. Some are well known in the context of all the industry buzz around so-called public clouds and what Amazon is doing and other companies. But in fact, many of them are run by businesses that are very specifically oriented towards different activities that businesses need to get done. Human resource related applications, basic accounting services, all kinds of business applications that a company might have historically implemented themselves inside of their IT organization. Those things are now available to them through different types of service provider models. And some of those companies will apply the cloud term to what they're doing, but frankly many will not. Now the promise of improved economics can be realized inside of your own IT shop. And as Tom points out, what we're trying to support for our customers is request-driven provisioning and scheduling. On a request basis, can I bring up the systems that are required, the applications that are required to do a particular job? Can I schedule the work that I have against that? And as the dynamics of my business change during the day, the week, the month, can I move things around and get more value from the information technology assets that I've invested in? That's the economic promise. That's what this is all about. It's not about making your compute environment cloudy. It's about making it more economical.
And if you look at the analyst reports, most of the opportunity right now that exists is in the private cloud area. So that's the biggest batch of opportunity, whether that's the Gartner number, Forrester number, or IDC number. They all say that the private cloud has greater opportunity right now than public.